Hey guys, David Patrick Green, davidpatrickgreen.com, actorpower.com, hackhollywood.com. Got an awesome topic for you guys today. This is something that I get a lot of, not necessarily questions about because people just make assumptions, but today's question is, what if I screw up my audition? Can I do it again? Can I ask to do it again? Well, the answer is a resounding yes. Yes, you can do it again. No, you should not ask. You should never ask. Because if you ask, then they might say no. And then what do? You leave and you're like bitter, resentful. You're beating up on yourself. You're also beating up on the casting director. And nobody wins. So if you find yourself screwing things up for whatever reason, and it doesn't really matter how bad, if it just gets started badly, then just, you know what, just cancel. Just hit the reset button. Hit a timeout. Timeout called on the field, and just go, hold on, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I can do, let's do it again. Just, that's it, okay? Let's just gather ourselves here. And what I would just say is, look, no matter how badly it goes, you're in the moment, you're talking, and you go up on a line, you realize that you were gonna do something entirely different and you didn't do it, so you're like this, da-da-da. And you're like, you know what? Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Thank you. Just tell me when you're ready. By doing that, or even saying, let's do that again, one moment please, and then you gather yourself, okay? Okay, I'm ready, just tell me when we're rolling. By doing that, guess what? You're not doing yourself a favor, you're doing the producers a favor. You're doing the casting director a favor. You're doing everyone a favor, including yourself, because they brought you in to solve a problem, to fill a role. And if you happen to be really right for that role, and I know you are because you have been following me and you know you wouldn't submit yourself or let your agent submit you for something that you weren't amazing for. So knowing that you are perfect for this role and then not doing what you are capable of or what you came to do for whatever reason, because often there's a really awkward transition. You walk into a room and all of a sudden you're like, I'm on, right? Or they're asking you a bunch of questions, you're talking, you're having a great chat, and then you kind of are like, wait, what did I come here to do again? That happens to me all the time. I get wrapped up in a conversation, and then they're like, okay, let's do this. And I'm like, I don't even know why I'm here, right? So you kind of go, okay. You do it, and then you're like, what was that, right? You're like, okay, let's do this again. So if you're loose and having fun, they won't even think twice because you are in control. If you are cool, calm, and in control, then whatever you do, they will go along with. They're just gonna be like, okay, that's what he said he's doing. Let him do it. Like, how long does that take? You know, to do 2 scenes takes what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes? So if you cut it off at the beginning, you're gonna cost them an extra 30 seconds or a minute. It's so much more valuable if you are the actor who ultimately is going to book this job, so much more valuable for you to take an extra minute or 2 of their time and get it right and get booked than them having to see 50 more actors, right? So you've got to think these things through. A lot of times, you know, I've heard casting directors say when actors ask, because they make the mistake of asking, can I do it again? And that's when they're like, you know, they don't know what you're going to do. So they're kind of like, no, that was great. That was really great. Especially if you were awful and you're acting awkward, then they're like, no, that was really good. Basically what they're saying is, get the hell out of here because you're making us uncomfortable, or that was so bad that we're going to tell you it was awesome. And then they call your agent and go, don't ever send us that actor again. So the risk of not doing it again is so much greater than the risk of doing it again. There is no risk in doing it again other than you screw up again. And even if you screw up again, So long as you remain calm, cool, and collected, then you just go, no, that wasn't it, but trust me, I've got it. And then you go for it one more time. I mean, there really is no limit on how many times you can do it if you know you've got it. Of course, if you go to the ends of the earth and you do it 50 times and it never comes out the way you want it, then yeah, you pretty well, that's not a good scenario. But generally speaking, right, it's just we get the jitters. It's like we haven't warmed up. They don't, you're in a room, you're silent for 20 minutes waiting. And then all of a sudden you have to come in with energy. That's a really hard thing to do. And so sometimes you're just not going to do it the way you want it to. So just go for it. If you got to do it a couple of times, do it a couple of times. They may not say, yes, we want you to do that if you ask them. And if you ask them outside of the casting office, like at a workshop or something where you're coming up with some kind of question to ask so the casting director remembers you, they're going to give you the answer, no, don't ask unless you're, really going to nail it, or, ask, don't go ahead and do it. So the less you ask, the less they have to think about and respond to. So guys, based on the fact, I'm going to make some assumptions. You are right for the part. You have prepared yourself because you're a highly trained actor and you have the skills, and that's why you're there. Don't waste anybody's time if you aren't somebody who can deliver. But if you are right for the part and you can deliver and you just, screw up a little for whatever reason, it's sort of like tennis. You get 2 serves in tennis. Why? I don't know, because the game would suck if it was just, point every time you hit the net or every time you hit it a little bit out. So, you hit it once, goes into the net, you get a second serve. And you're like, oh yeah, I forgot to flex my legs or get my racket far enough back. Do it this time. Bam. Ace, right? That's what you should be doing in the room. In fact, you should be doing that in life in general, is taking charge of scenarios, and stop asking for permission, because by the time you ask for permission and by the time somebody gives it to you or doesn't give it to you, you could have done it. And that is really the point of all this, is spend more time doing. And I know you perceive it as taking a risk, like maybe they're going to blacklist me forever. They're not going to blacklist you. They don't know who you are. And if you screw up twice, they're just going to go, yeah, okay, thank you. That was great. They're not focusing on you, okay? The last thing they're focusing on is you if you screw up. They're focusing on, who's next? And boom, you're out of their head, right? They're not even thinking about you. So guys, the risk is extremely low. The risk is far greater that you don't actually show them what you can do, and then you blow it for everyone. Because if you don't show them what you can do, and you can do a great job, and you then do a great job, you are solving so many problems. You are just saving life on earth, okay? The producer, the writer, the director, the casting director, all of the people who are preparing to make this show, this project happen, they're all waiting for you to fill this role that you were born to play. So don't let something like a little screw up stop you from fulfilling your destiny. You just keep going. You just go, boom, I got this. Let's do that one more time. Nobody's going to stop you. You're going to feel great because you got it out, and you're going to feel 10 times better than if you went, oh, what am I doing? I'm sorry. Like, don't start with the apologies. Guys, you've got to walk into any performance as though you're going to rock it, right? I mean, if you go onto a stage in a play or the set of a movie or a TV show, if you go in with any negative thoughts, then you shouldn't be there, okay? You need to go into these situations cool, calm, confident, in control. And if things go wrong, then you just go, all right, let's do that again. Just need a second here. Oh yeah, okay, that's what I was here to do. Or if you have something you want to read, if it's a note or you need to get the line, then just do it. Just pull out the paper. Oh yeah, there's my little note about that. Okay, right. Okay, yeah. How you guys doing over there, huh? Can I get you a coffee or something? I got this. And just be entertaining. Own the room. You're sort of like a stand-up comedian, a person doing a one-man show, a one-woman show. You're there to entertain. They're there as an audience, right? They don't want to have to do anything. I mean, imagine if in the middle of some kind of on-stage performance, the performer asks you, did you like that? Or, should I skip that scene next time? You know what? I noticed you don't look 100% focused on me. What's going on there, right? You don't want to be needy and trying to get somebody to tell you what to do. You want to just come prepared with your badass self and just lay it all down, okay? It's like you're Thor and you're just gonna, whoom, take out the room with your hammer, or you're Wonder Woman and you're just like, oh yeah, boom, 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 and bam. Like, that's how you've got to be in the room. And you got to get it out of your head that you're some little person, that you're just an actor and they have all the power. Oh my gosh, who's got the power? You've got the power right then. You have the power. It is in your hands. They said, here's the material. Now form it into some bulletproof laser shooting bracelets or a giant hammer. That's exactly what they want you to do. It's like, here's something. Now apply it with your superpowers, okay? So that's what they want. They don't want to be asked a bunch of questions. In particular, you screw up. Is it all right if I do it again? No, it's not all right. No, your job is to go, I'm going to do that again, right? If you say it with conviction, people are like, okay, you're doing it again. Let's see it. And then you nail it and they're like, that was so lovely. I'm so glad you did it again. Or that's what they're thinking as you exit, going, yeah, I just nailed that, right? Actually, you shouldn't really feel that way, because if you're thinking you nailed it, then you probably weren't really in it. You want to be in it, and then after you go, I don't know how that went, and then your agent calls you the next day and goes, hey, you booked it, they loved you, right? That's pretty much every time I've booked something, it's they call me and go, hey, you booked it, and I'm like, really? I thought I was terrible. Because if you think you're doing well, you're thinking too much about doing well and not enough about what's going on in the moment. Okay? So anyway, guys, should you ask if you can do it again? No. You just say you're going to do it again and you do it again. And that's it. And anybody who tells you different isn't really thinking this through from the perspective of an actor, nor are they even thinking it through from the perspective of, if this person has it in them, then by golly, let's see them do it, right? That is the ultimate goal of everybody in this process, is to get the right actor to do the job. And it doesn't matter really how many times it takes, because 2 times in the casting office is nothing. When you get to the set, you're gonna do it 30 times, right? And you could screw it up 5 times, 10 times, whatever. I mean, I've worked with A-list actors who flub, forget, take a phone call, whatever. You know what? We're going to do it until we get it right, because that's kind of what this is about. It's about trying to get this thing right. It's not about, oh, you did it wrong once, then we're just leaving you in the dust. No, we're going to do it until you get it right. So why not just apply that to auditions? They're going to do that on the set. Why not just apply that to auditions? I've got the part. You should be behaving as though you have the part. You do have the part until further notice. You got the part, you learn it, you perform it. You know what? I want to do that again. I got this. Hold on. I got something really nice for you here. Okay. Are we rolling? You ready? Okay. Bam! Bam! Right? Right? Okay, guys. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up. Give me 2 thumbs up. Okay, and please write a comment. I like to hear what you think. Is all this going to waste? Am I talking to anyone out there? And subscribe to my channel so you get more videos like this. But ultimately, I really would like to hear from you. So please comment in the section below, Ray William Johnson style. And other than that, yeah, I wish you guys all the best. And I'm just going to keep giving you this information until you take it and run with it. So let's hear about your bookings. Because if you follow all this advice, you know what's in your future? Big bookings, like my private coaching clients. They are booking their butts off. All right, guys, that's it for now. We will talk to you soon.